welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Rebels will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for space. It's Arrington. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Running inside, it's Arrington. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Trying to get the corner. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Keeps it himself. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in this situation.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on 4th down. Still running at the 40. Turning it on. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Motion from the back. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rodgers. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll run it. Plows through the defense. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Here comes the heat. And he gets rid of it.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
To the ground, he's got it again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Straight ahead, it's Rodgers. He's stopped.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Out wide right, it's Rodgers. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeye! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on the score in this next possession.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They think there's room to run to the right here. Racing to the right. He's inside the 40. The 20. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Trying to pound it in. Beck's going for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Rebels!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, really nice catch there getting the 1st down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on 1st-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the 1st round.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Right side, it's Arrington. Down he goes. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. From the gun, it's Arrington. Past the 6. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Lost the throw on 1st. Trying to beat the D deep. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Play action on first down. Moves to his right. On the run, deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Hits inside. It's Rodgers. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Across the 45. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Motion from the wideout. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run. Oh, it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Moving out to the right. The throw. Got his man on the right. At midfield, he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Rashada Downs going up top. Back's got it on the screen. He breaks a tackle. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
And we've seen this offense, man, that they've featured the running game, and he's done a good job of making plays, breaking tackles, being a big part of it. Now, what do? Try to slide this in here. Make it look like a little bit of run, slow down those linemen, then go upfield really fast, slip it to him, try to make a big play. But to me, it's more about just trying to give this guy the ball in space so he can do more damage.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range, had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Using his legs, it's Arrington. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to it. There he goes. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Powers inside. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the 1st down, and really starting to play physical.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for the edge. Can't get him to the ground. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Out wide left, it's Arrington. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And this offense continues to flex on this defense. Last drive, man, it was the big play, right? The explosive plays that led to the touchdown. Now, man, they're sustaining the drive. They're showing you balance, really doing a good job of checking all the boxes in all the situations.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Second down to the air. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down and run. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds short of the marker. I don't think he got close.
And, man, when I was in school, man, you didn't really work on 4th down. Like, 3rd down was a big priority. Nowadays, so many people going for it. This is the 2nd time they've gone for it already. First time they were successful, but defense prepared. Ready to rock and roll. They make the play, and they get the turnover.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Knight. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
They're all over it. This time it's complete. Still on his feet at the 45. All kinds of room to the right. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Tells to run, wants to pass. Buys time to his left. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Back to throw, it's Knight. Taking a shot. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the number 11 team, the Yukon Huskies. And it's the Hoosiers sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. They now sit at a sterling 5-0 on the season, keeping their unbeaten streak going. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Sunbelt.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Takes the easy completion. Oh, what a move. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And this is why defensively, man, you want to keep your guy in the pocket. Like, once he starts to scramble, all the rules change, and now everybody's got to kind of adjust, and the running back just works towards the sidelines. As he starts to roll to the right, he creates a little bit of space, and they just dump it off. But it's a nice job by the QB buying some time.
They'll run it. Looking for a crease. Breaks into the open. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Second and long here. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Under pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Keeps it and gets the first down. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Throws it off the RPO. On the stop.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The play fake. Look out! Unloads in the nick of time.
The defense has the lead, and they're playing like it right now. I mean, they are pinning their ears back in these passing situations. They're not worried at all about the run game. They're just getting up the field, and they're getting to this quarterback.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Back to pass, it's Knight. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, it's blocked. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Sells the run, looking to pass. Rushes on. Blasted as he lets it go. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Got it behind the line, it's Rodgers. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And he makes the extra point. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking to the big tight end. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things.
Trying to get behind the defense. Makes a deep grab. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Knight. Finds his target. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Out wide right, it's Priestcourt. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Wants to pass. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And, man, this kicker is now 0 for 3 in this game, and you got to wonder what his confidence is like right now. He's cost his team 9 points so far.
Drops back on 1st down. Right side, it's Rodgers. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Here comes the offense on 1st down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's looking to throw. Got his man. At the 45 on his way. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And to throw it before he wanted.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Hits the hole. It's Arrington. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Rush right in his face. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Sets his feet, it's Knight. Reels it in. Turning it on. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Snap in the shotgun. Got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Going downfield for the big play. Hauls it in down the sideline. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Back to pass on 2nd down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just 1 possession away.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches, Palmer. Nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed just stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Rides to the back. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. On target. Dragged down. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete to the left. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. DB's right up on the receivers. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Push is ahead. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes looking to convert on 4th down. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Oh, pressure's coming. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Rebels offense is back on the field. And after that gargantuan 4th down stop, now a chance to put together a game-winning drive here. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Knight. He lofts one down the sideline. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Buckeye. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part.
He's going for the big play. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do to you.
Sets his feet. It's Knight. Spits it out to the back. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Breaks into the open. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple bad decisions, a couple great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wants to throw one first. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, all over him immediately.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Man, it's just been that kind of day. This is one of those games you just want to forget. They've been dominated in every phase. They're getting blown out. Now you give up a safety in the fourth quarter. There are a lot of coachable moments and a lot of teachable things this coaching staff's going to have to dig into here this week of practice.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no
Caught, and he's got room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Gonna take a shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15.
Hydro. Q. Freeze. Slug. Booster. Go.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the